You know, if a big luxury car is too much for you, but yet you'd like a little more room than a pony car offers, the boys at Lincoln Mercury suggest this intermediate Cyclone GT. Our test car came with a standard 351 cubic inch V8, topped with a 2-barrel carburetor. That's a far cry from the racing version, but nonetheless a fair performer. The Ford Torino outsells this Mercury Cyclone by 3-1. A glaring fact that for some time now has been a thorn in the Lincoln Mercury sales charts. They're quieter, give a better ride, and invariably offer more costly trim inside and out. But the buying public hasn't caught on to the bargain yet. Our GT had the standard 351 cubic inch V8 topped with a 2-barrel carb. Off the line, this car had some pretty respectable times. We got to 30 miles an hour in 2.9 seconds. Our GT had the standard 3-speed automatic transmission. This power combination probably won't win many free hamburgers at the drive-in drags, but we still ran it up to 45 in 5.6 seconds. For the family that likes a little sportier than usual transportation, this is it. The G78 by 14 white sidewall tires are another standard offering. When we left the line for the third time, they bit hard, and our needle hit 60 in 9.2 seconds. The base retail on this Cyclone is $3,646. It costs the dealer $29.71, and for some number in between, you can own it, plus accessories, of course. One item we would suggest is the cross-country ride package, consisting of heavy-duty front and rear shocks, heavy-duty springs, and a front stabilizer bar. Rebound and recovery were fair with the standard suspension. For brakes, our GT came with drums in the rear and power-assisted discs up front. From 30 miles an hour, it took 47 feet. As the brakes got hotter, the pedal got spongier, and our 50-mile-an-hour stop ate up 109 feet. After 5 70-mile-an-hour panic stops, the brakes were hot enough to melt the fenders. Pedal fade was excessive. On this one, our driver stood on it. 212 feet later, the car came to a halt. In the cornering department, our test car was exciting, to say the least, mainly because we didn't know if it'd make it through the turn. With the front wheels cramped all the way to the lock and the nose almost to the ground, the rear wheels were pretty determined to drive us in a straight line. There wasn't enough power up front to kick the rear end out, and the front end was very soft. The heavy-duty suspension package is almost a must. As you can see, in the reverse spins, body lean was excessive and recovery a little rough. From a styling standpoint, it's there. But for our money, it needs quite a few performance options. And Mercury has them. Enough to build yourself a great car. Well, it is, friends, our test of the standard Cyclone GT. 351 cubic inches, 2-barrel carburetor. As we mentioned, a little on the docile side, but a fair performer. Now, in the weeks to come on Car and Track, for those of you that like your cars a little more violent, we'll do a 429 version. There's quite a difference.